my channel. So where do I start in today's video? So I've kind of been in a little bit of a rut recently, and I just wanted to share with you a few different tips on how you can kind of start to get out of a rut, things that I've been doing to work my way out of said rut. So as you may or may not know, for the last month or so I've been quite sick. I had my wisdom teeth out, and then I had an allergic reaction, and then I ended up with the flu, and I was out for like a month, which was so frustrating because all I wanted to do was to be able to speak properly without coughing and without, you know, feeling like I was dying from my sickness, or look normal without being completely puffy from my allergic reaction. So it was quite frustrating, and the whole time that I was out, I was like, I just want to be able to film and be normal and do all the things that I really want to do. And then as soon as I started to get better, all of a sudden it's like I didn't have any motivation to do anything, and I ended up in this complete rut. I was like overstressed, I had overwork to do, and I wasn't enjoying what I was doing, and I just ended up in this terrible little rut. And I know that so many people get into little ruts, and it can be with anything in your life. It could be like fitness and health, it could be work, it could be school. There's just so many different things that we can get into ruts with. So I just thought I would share some tips with you in case you are also in a rut. I feel like I go into a rut like literally every second month. It sounds dramatic, but I feel like my work kind of goes in waves, and like one month I'm super motivated and everything is awesome, and then the next month I'm like totally low and just like, why, what is happening? So yeah, I just thought I would share some tips. So if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and let's get started. I'm gonna be honest, I think I might have had lipstick on my teeth in the beginning of that part of that video, so apologies if I do. So let's go ahead and get started. The first point and the first thing that I've noticed is kind of getting like a little bit of perspective on your life or whatever it is that you're working on, you know, if it's like work or school or even fitness, kind of just getting away from it for a little bit. And it might be as simple as literally getting outside and going for a walk, getting some fresh air. I love going for walks. I like to put in some earphones, listen to some good music that kind of makes me happy and makes me feel positive, and I just like to think. And it's like this whole time of not being pressured to do anything, I can just stroll around, think, and get all of my thoughts in order, and I find it really motivating to get a little bit of perspective that way. If that's not really working, maybe call up a friend or go out for dinner or spend some time with friends. Recently, for me, right at the end of my like completely overloaded stress moment, I actually took a road trip across the country with my brothers. So this was like a week and a half ago, and I did Snapchat the whole thing. And if you would like to see anything that I kind of do outside of my YouTube videos, definitely check out my Snapchat. And we went and had a family reunion, and I spent the weekend with my cousins, all as adults. The last time we all hung out was when we were like kids. So it was so much fun. It was like being 10 years old again, but we had alcohol and we could actually drink, and we just played trivia games, and it was fun. And I just had the best weekend, and to kind of be around family just gave me this whole new perspective of everything that I was stressing about. And I was like, everything that was upsetting me, it was just not worth it in the scheme of things when I just had this whole other side of things. So, you know, kind of breaking away from whatever it is that you're kind of feeling a rut around, if that makes sense, is really good. So once I got away, I was able to kind of then come back to everything and be like, this is so not even hard. This is not anything I should have even stressed over in the first place. The second thing that I like to do is find some inspiration. I know I talk about Pinterest all the time, but my Pinterest is like my little go-to place when I'm feeling down or I'm feeling unhappy. I even use the app We Heart It. I love picture apps because I just find like I can escape into this little world of beautiful images, and they're super inspiring, and it gives me ideas for, you know, maybe I'm in a bit of a food rut and I don't know what food I feel like making. I can go find amazing recipes, or if I'm having a video rut, I can go and look at some ideas. Sometimes I think my favorite thing to look for is like home decor and home inspiration. And it just gets me motivated, and it gets like the creative juices flowing, and I feel like I can create things once I've gone and had a little bit of look for inspiration. So I would definitely recommend getting a Pinterest account if you don't have one, because it is like the ultimate, you know, inspirational place. Same with the We Heart It app. I really like We Heart It. I think it's a really fun app as well to find some cool pictures. The next thing that I like to do is to make a plan. As you know, I like to write to-do lists. Like to-do lists is like one of my favorite things to do. And I like writing a plan. I like writing an entire month plan. I like monthly calendars so I can plan out everything that I'm doing in a month, so I can get myself a little bit like thinking ahead. Other times I like to write actual daily to-do lists, what I have to do for a day. Sometimes I do them weekly, and I just like to work away at them. And it's frustrating because obviously you have to write down all the things that you need to do, but you should also include things that you want to do so that you're actually making sure you're doing something that you enjoy as well, because sometimes the things that we need to do are not necessarily the things we enjoy doing. So make sure you're including some things that you do want to do and make time for those, and don't feel guilty about it, because then you'll be so much more happier. And when you're happy and you're feeling really productive and you can start crossing things off on a to-do list and you can start seeing progress, I find it really motivating. When things are going well for me, it just motivates me to keep going because things will keep getting better. It's when things slow down and things are not doing so well that I get demotivated. So I really like to see progress, and if I can cross things off a to-do list, that is like ultimate progress for me. So I don't know if you're the same, but it's one of the best tips that I think I've mentioned a million times before, is just writing everything down and making a plan so you've got some direction and you know where you're going. And obviously the last thing to do is just get started. I know that that can be really hard sometimes, but just get up and just go and get it done. And again, once you start doing things, you start to see progress. That's when you can start ticking the things off your to-do lists and start working through your plan that you've made. Even if you've made your plan up here in your head, you can still mentally tick things off, and it's just, I don't know, there's something really motivating about being productive and achieving things and achieving goals and working towards things. So obviously don't set your goals way too high, because it might take you a lot longer to reach them. So I like to break my goals down into little like increments, if that makes sense, so that I can check them off, and then if I check those off, then I know that I'm working towards the major goal, and I just feel like I'm on track to where it is that I want to be. So you know, you've just got to get started. I know it's so much easier said than done, but you can do it, and I believe in you, and I am going to go and get started. Tomorrow is a Monday. It is a new week, and I am so ready to get back into things. I have been away, I have been sick, and this is my first week back, healthy and ready to go, and I just want to get back into things, and I just wanted to make a video to share some like motivation with you and how you can kind of organize all your motivation and your thoughts and your plans. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video, this little quick, you know, motivational, organizational video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I'll leave a link to another one of my motivational or organizational videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.